Hello, again. This is Nick, coming back with another Magic Arena draft. So I've played the games for that particular deck, and we finished 5-3, which I think is pretty good. I decided that the content I would, feel best creating is probably just the draft portion of Magic Arena. Playing the games is fun, but they take a lot of time, and that was 8 games of Magic there. I decided to get right back to the draft portion of this game because I think it's the most fun. Picking between the cards is, I think, a really fun puzzle type activity. So we're going to claim our prize for being 5 wins, which I think was pretty good. Our deck was fine. I think we could have made better decisions in the first run, but I'll try not to make those this time. So here we go with our second Magic Arena draft. Okay, so I'm going to switch layouts and go back here to where you can maybe see the cards, and we're starting something else. Mission briefing. Surveil 2 and choose an instant or sorcery in your graveyard. You may cast that card this turn. Sort of just like a buyback. Enhanced Surveillance. Glowspore Shaman. Ledev Champion. I was unimpressed with this card when we played it. I mean, it was pretty good. I just didn't think it was very special. I think this pack is pretty weak. I'm not really sure what I should be picking here. I don't think I can play Mission Briefing. I don't think that's a card you can actually play in draft. Enhanced Surveillance isn't, I'm not thrilled to play that card. Glowspore Shaman seems fine, but am I going to first pick this and just straight up go green-black? That's what I'm leaning towards. Either that or Ledev Champion. I did have really good results with the first green-white deck, but I'm tempted to go something else this time. Let's go Glowspore Shaman and see if we can build a really tough green-black deck. Pass up on that here. Maybe get Dowser of Lights on the wheel. District Guide, Necrotic Wound. I think we're going to pick District Guide, because it kind of keeps us open to playing like a third color or playing black as a splash. I think it's better than Necrotic Wound. Not much better. I wonder if I should actually pick this card. Creature cards in your graveyard. I think I'll play District Guide. Alright, World Soul Colossus. Sunhome Stalwart is really good too. I think I'd rather just take that and maybe play Selesnya. It's not that great. It's good if you can put an equipment on it. World Soul Colossus is probably a better splash card though, and has better late game implications. When your 2/2 attacker doesn't can't break through, I don't know if it's really worth I'm going to take World Soul Colossus and see where it takes us. Maybe we'll play like a 3-color junk deck with green, black, and white. Let's give that a try. Wow. Well, picking up a second one I think is a really good sign. And we're definitely going to take that. And move on. So green seems like our primary color, so picking up a 2-drop is okay. I think that's the play, but maybe Golgari Raiders is better. I don't think so. I think Golgari Raiders is pretty much a dud. I don't think it's a very good card. Although Blade Instructor is a good card. That's tough. I guess it's between those two. Interesting. I think I lean more towards this. Although it's close. I'm going to take this card. Legion Guildmage we really can't play. Unfortunately. It's not that big a deal. I think Vernati's Shieldmate is where we have to be. Crawl Foragers is a consideration. It's a bigger body than Shieldmate. We do have a Glowspore Shaman to like put stuff in our graveyard. But because we need Convoke, I think this is good enough to just pick outright. So we have a Wary Okapi and Sworn Companions. It's tough to say because we want to play Glowspore Shaman, right? But if we pick Sworn Companions, we're leaning much more toward green-white. Because you don't want to play this card later on, like after getting a Plains for a District Guide. So because we know we're playing this District Guide and we want to stay base green, Wary Okapi seems a lot more attractive than playing Sworn Companions in the first place. Wojak Bodyguard is really good, but I guess we're too far away from red. But then again, Sworn Companions is like 2 creatures for Convoke, which is like typically a lot better than just playing Wary Okapi and trying to make it work. But I'm wondering if in this situation, I should pick it. Welcome to Magic, and like some of the really tough decisions in drafting. Sometimes things are really close, and you wonder if you're missing something. This is one of those times where I think I'm going to pick Sworn Companions and make it work with white. We'll see how it goes. Be a little bit greedy. Alright, so Golgari, Guildgate, Lockdown Restore. Color the Culprit is not as good as it looks. We're going to pick Golgari Guildgate here. Almost certainly. Because forget Lockdown Restore. It kind of just delays the inevitable, really. I mean, you're getting life, but you only get a 3/4 for 6. You'd rather you, like, make a Siege Worm and pass than play something like that. So we're going to take the land and not be greedy, because this is going to help us down the line. So what do we have here? Enhanced Surveillance made it all the way around, which is kind of a bad sign. This shows up in 2 different decks that we're not in, right? In blue-black and blue-red. So if no one's picked that, none of the bots are in Enhanced Surveillance because I'm drafting against AI. I'm not drafting like the other the other theoretical players in this draft that are making picks, they're not real humans like it would be in real life. It's just an algorithm that the bots are picking in. So to see this enhanced surveillance go all the way around, and the Vidalcan Mesmerist, it kind of means that I should be in blue. Like, I should be in blue. But how am I even going to do that? I don't know. It's just a signal. By getting all this blue, it means that I might want to move into it. That might be what actually flows. But I wonder if I pass it. It's just interesting. Pardon me while I take some time to think about this. I suppose it doesn't matter too much. I probably won't be playing these cards anyway. Let's take Heart, just in case. I think it's the most playable card. And there's no reason not to, I mean, at least get a deck full of playables. I think this is close to not being good enough to play, but if we have to, maybe it'll be alright. Giant Growth never really hurt anybody. Here I think we have to take this card. Although we can maybe take Woodshaper. Let's take Sumala Woodshaper. It's either Hunted Witness or Sumala Woodshaper. I guess we could take Locket. We will take Hunted Witness. And then I guess we're tempted to take Woodshaper, but we'll take the Okapi. I guess we'll take Golgari Raiders, Crushing Canopy, and Join Shields. Wow, we have another Camaraderie deck. Interesting. This card was actually really great in the previous deck. But it didn't show up in the games where we won. You know, in the wins that we had, Camaraderie was not drawn. I did lose a game that I had actually cast Camaraderie in, though, like afterwards. Anywho, what are we picking here? I'm pretty sure we have to try it again. You know, if it's not broke, you shouldn't fix it. So let's just go ahead and move it on another Camaraderie deck. Okay. Gird for Battle. Sworn Companions is what I'm leaning towards, like these two. And of course the Guild Gate. It's between those three cards. I think I'm going to play Sworn Companions, because I know I'm playing 2 World Soul Colossus, and I have Camaraderie, so I'm just going to keep with that. Another Ladev champion. I didn't think the card was bad. But Glowspore Shaman would be, like, actually better with Golgari Raiders. Like, if I want to play that, like, I don't have to play the Join Shields. Like, here, like, I'm wondering if Glowspore Shaman is more where I should be. we'll play this card. I guess it synergizes the most. It has the most synergy with stuff in our deck for sure. Whereas this card is kind of ambitious. I'll probably cut Golgari Raiders and make a champion. We'll see how that goes. We could either take Selesnya Guildgate, which I think is like a really safe play, or take Parhelion Patrol. I think I'd rather take the Guildgate because we know we need a lot of this. And we have none already. And there's nothing else. I mean, it would be between those two cards. So I'm just going to take the Guildgate and play it safe. Okay. Excuse me. Well, Golgari Guildgate is, you know, as it's going to be as advertised, like pretty good if we make use of it. I don't think Hunted Witness, like we need two of them necessarily, and they seem to be passed around pretty easily, so I'm going to take on this Guildgate, because why not? Alright, Rosemane Centaur is a good thing to see. We need these. Those were amazing in the previous games. I'm just going to pick Dowser of Lights because we have two green-black dual lands. And this has the best... I think I just like to pick threats. Like, I love picking creatures. And if I can have an excuse to pick, like, a 5-drop that slots into our deck so easily, then I'm going to. I'm going to pick this. I'm not sure if it's correct, but I think it's interesting, so I'm going to try it. So, you know, just to reflect on where we're at, we have, like, you know, our mana fixing, and we have 2x World Soul Colossus. Some token generation, some decent 2-drops, and a 3-color strategy going forward. In Magic, you always want to think about, like, what colors you want to draft into the most, given, like, what's probably going to happen with your mana base. Like, you want to be base 2-color and have, like, a splash. You don't really want to be completely mixed between 3 colors. You're probably going to want to play, like, 1 swamp or 1 plains, depending on what's your splash color in this situation. Here, I'm pretty sure I'm, like, a green-white deck with splash black. So I want to lean my picks more towards green and white and have black as, like, a secondary thing. So when you're drafting Magic, you always want to think of what you have and what you should, like, direct yourself towards going forward. We're halfway through Pack 2, and I'm looking like a green-white deck, splash black. So in this situation, I'm leaning more towards the Inspiring Unicorn than anything black-based, because I want to keep those cards that are black really strong. I don't want to start playing, like, you know, secondary stuff like Burglar Rat. That would, like, you know, take the focus away from my deck. And, like, you always want to be kind of deliberate with a strategy. I think we're going to have to give this Unicorn a try. I mean, I hate to say it, but I know I said in the previous video I didn't think this card is impressive. It's undersized at 2/2 for 4, so your stats are pretty bad. If you're behind, this card is terrible, and if you're ahead, it's not even really that good. It's good in, like, the super late game, like when you just need to alpha. I could pick up Vigor Spore Worm. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gains vigilance and gains +X/+X. X is the number of creature in your graveyard. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, let's pick the green card. I think that's... Given the speech, I think I have to. Vigor Spore Worm is just something more safe, like, we know we're going to be in green. We don't want to be double white. We only have one guild gate. So picking this is much better. Okay, so... Flight of Equinauts turned out to be pretty good in the last games. Doesn't look like I'm getting any siege worms, but I am getting these 2-drops passed to me, and I am getting, like, you know, another guild gate, which should be okay, but I think I'm going to take Flight of Equinauts. It's interesting because I could take Wood Shaper. I think I will. And we'll take a 2-drop. I don't like Erstwhile Trooper. Sorry. I don't like this card because discarding a creature is generally pretty bad. You don't want to be giving away anything in a draft. Not one single card. I guess we'll take Okapi because it has the best upside. We already have a take card that I don't think we need to play. And Pause for Reflection. I mean, Fog is a really bad effect in Magic. I think it's kind of funny when I lose to cards like this. Because it happens sometimes, where you just like alpha attack and someone plays Pause for Reflection and you lose, but I think this card's generally pretty weak. So we're going to take the creature and move on to take Honey Witnessed, and the... Maybe we play these cards, maybe not. Okay, so Creeping Chill. Deals 3 damage to each opponent and you gain 3 life. When it's put into your graveyard from your library, you exile it. It seems kind of weak. Don't we wish we could play Legion War Boss? Well, I guess this is kind of a brick for us. All the uncommons are not exactly playable. And I guess Creeping Chill is... that's alright. It's not very good. Like, you just go down a card. Yeah, it's like a 6-life swing, but generally you want to impact the board. We already have 2 of the Devkarkin Dissident, and Deadweight's in our splash color. But if I'm being honest, I really want to take this card because it's removal. I don't think we need another Okapi. And I don't think there's any reality that we can play like red. I don't really want to play Creeping Chill. I don't think that's all that good. I think we have to pick up Dead Weight. I think it's going to work out. I think somehow we'll like maybe get another Golgari Guild Gate and it'll be fine. Let's hope that my results will be decent. It's kind of a bad inclusion with Sumala Woodshaper though. Oh wait, a creature or enchantment card from among them? Okay, so this is actually really good with Sumala Woodshaper. I'm glad that I read the card. You may reveal a creature or enchantment card from the top 4, so we have to take that. Status statue. Target creature gets +1/+1 against death touch. And for 4 mana, it's destroy any artifact, creature, or enchantment. Well, we're certainly picking that. It's a great splash card in that we can... It's flexible, it's removal, it does other things. Happy to have that. Demotion. Enchanted creature can't block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. It's not that bad. How do you say this? Lotlith Giant? Probably that way. That's a 6/5 for 7. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target opponent for each creature card in your graveyard. It does 1 for each creature in the graveyard. That's pretty sick. Probably rather play like the green card instead of that. Gateway Plaza? I don't think I'm gonna need that. I mean, those may be famous last words. Like, Gateway Plaza is really good for being flexible in mana. Perhaps this pick is extremely clear, but my thinking here is not. I don't think I want to take this black card. I don't think I want to. But Figure Spore Worm isn't that great. Maybe it's Demotion. I don't think we're necessarily... Like, we don't want our removal spells to be making their creatures not block. We'd rather them not be able to attack. I think. We have a good late game. Picking this, like, seems greedy. Intrusive Pack Piece is I think underwhelming. Sorry, this one's tough. This one's actually really tough. We already have one Candlelight Vigil. I only think you only ever want to play one of that card. Let's give Lotleth Giant a spin. See if it's okay. I mean, just being a 6/5 for 7 is, I think, pretty good. Rock Charger's the best card. Let's pick it up. Here's where I'm much more likely to play Grappling Sundew. This seems more like a deck that just needs to survive. So we're going to pick that wall. It's much better in what I have here than it was in the previous decks. Certainly tempting to take Blade Instructor for my dev card in Dissidence. And now that I think about it, that might be much better. But my primary color is green. And I am playing Camaraderie. Again, difficult. You know what? I'm taking Blade Instructor because it's actually really good with Rock Charger. And I've never taken a wall in my life. Here we go. Undercity Necrolisk? In its territory, living is an affront. Sack a creature, put a counter on it, it gains menace. Let's do it. We have 2 sworn companions. Siege Worm? I think we need one of those. I think Siege Worm's probably better than Dowser of Lights because we can cheat it on mana. Vernati Shieldmate, I think we have enough 2-drops for now. I mean, it might be better with Blade Instructor, but I'm not certain. And Siege Worm I know I can count on. I played 4 of them in the last draft, and they didn't let me down. They were pretty good. At common, I mean, 5/5 trample. It's tough to win games without it when you don't know what you've got till it's gone, and I want it back. So, how about that? I wish we had like a Selesnya Guildgate, because picking Skyline Scout. I think I have to. Yeah, I mean, I'm always happy to be an aggressive deck, but is this just a little too ambitious? Like needing white that early? I suppose I'm going to want to play Hunted Witness, you know, as anyway, but I don't have to. Let's assume we cut Lotleth Giant and wanted to play like a Convoke deck again. Maybe we cut Vigor Spore Worm, join Shields. This one's difficult. I'm leaning more towards Skyline Scout. We're probably going to be a base green-white deck. So why not, you know? I'm just trying to think about, like, the mana base and trying to be consistent. Especially with a card that's a 2-drop. You're going to need to reliably have white on turn 2 to play that the lion's share of the time. Otherwise, you shouldn't be picking a card like that. Give yourself more time to draw that land and play a 3-drop, you know? Especially if it synergizes with some other cards in your deck. Almost all of them at the top end. Like, say we didn't play Dowser of Lights. It's interesting. I think I'm going to play Skyline Scout and just go for it. Because sometimes it takes being greedy to win. Creeping Chill made it all the way around. Still not taking it. Sumala Woodshaper. I think we'll play that. And perhaps just not play it. I think we'll pick it here. We're getting to the end of Pack 3, so we're probably, you know, not going to see anything too exciting from here on out. I think we did all right. Let's take the Rhino. It is actually a Rhino. That's, I think, quite interesting. Take Pack Beast. Sprouting Renewal, which we'll probably play? I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll play that, I guess. We'll probably end up playing that one Undercity Uprising, which is pretty cool. and crush contraband. So, I'm going to have some fun building this deck. Thank you so much for watching and laboring through these picks with me. This is only my second time doing this, so, you'll have to bear with me. I'm only getting better. I love Magic. And, I'm just learning how to commentate on this sort of thing, this whole format. But Magic Arena is great for something like this. I thought I would give it a try. I'm going to get to the business of building this deck and really take my time with it. For now, I'm going to say thanks for watching. I hope you'll continue to watch these videos. I'm just having fun with it. But for now, I will see you guys next time. And thanks for watching.